Do you have some relationships in your life that need a little bit of fixing? Well, in my first podcast, I had talked about an exercise that I had done with some crystals that had wielded some pretty awesome results. And so I thought I would make a video and a blog to go through the steps of that process and see if it was something you wanted to try too. Sometimes diffusing the negative just needs to be done. We haven't always been the person we are today. And unfortunately, back when we were making the mistakes, that's my cat. Back when we were making the mistakes that have taught us the lessons that we know today, we inevitably hurt people. So while we're trying to move forward, we have all of these people that are in the past that say, I don't like this person because this person did this to me and did this, and they're bad. Because they're thinking about you when you were back there, not where you are now. So what we're going to do is address some of those people from our past. We're going to send them a little bit of love, and we're going to completely rebuild the connection energetically between the now you and the now them, and just get rid of that past thing. And the reason we want to do that is because so often somebody moves forward and starts to become successful in something, and somebody from their past will come up and say, oh, well, I know that person, and that person 20 years ago did these things to these people, and that's why you over here shouldn't like them. This person may not know you today, may not know the amount of work you've done to yourself to get to where you are. They're thinking about the past you. Think about a success story. I'm native to Iowa, so Carson King was a recent one. Became quickly famous due to a funny beer sign he made at a Hawkeyes game, trying to get beer money because he ran out. He ended up getting $2.9 million, which he donated to a children's hospital. The problem was somebody saw that from his past and said, I'm going to ruin that for Carson because I saw the stuff that he posted on Facebook, and I'm going to share that with the news station. The news station aired it. His sponsoring got pulled. Carson was doing something very nice. And you're going to do amazing things. But we don't need these people back here coming up and saying, never mind, we're going to take that away from you. Because we're going to address those people. We're going to work on those relationships. And we're going to do some healing. Now it's time for your crystals. So we're going to grab our citrine. I have this one. It is a larger one. You do not need to have one that's this size. I also have several little pocket stones, which are beautiful and perfect and will work just fine. Next, rose quartz. Again, you do not need one that is this big. You can use a pocket stone. My sister got me this one though, so I love it. And thirdly, just the ability to visualize. Imagine. See this person, see the things we're going to do in your head while we're doing them, and that's it. Nothing crazy. First, who do you want to fix this with? Write them down. You can pause it. Pause it. Okay, do you have your list? Now, we're going to do just a simple grounding exercise to get in touch with our universal energy flow. So what I like to do is take both my feet. If I have shoes or slippers or sandals on, I take them off. I rub them on the floor just to really feel grounded. And then I'm going to visualize roots coming out of the bottom of my feet, down through the flooring, the subflooring, the levels of floors before we get to earth. And as we get to earth, I envision the roots digging down deeper, digging down deeper. Think about when you dig into the soil. That's what your roots are doing. They're digging deeper into the earth until they get clear to the middle. And in the middle is this bright yellow ball of heat and energy. And across this big opening is also a golden rod. Take your roots and clasp them around that golden rod. You are now anchored into the center of the earth. That golden ball that's in the middle is warm, and it's moving its energy up your roots to the bottoms of your feet, swirling it around to your calves and up to your thighs, up to your abdomen, and up your body. And now I want to connect to the sun or the moon, depending on what time of the day it is. So I like to envision a white string that comes out of the top of my head, and it goes all the way up. It goes all the way up to the sun, and it wraps it around like a little lasso and holds on tight. That sun energy is going to start coming down this string, down into the top of your head, swirling around into your head and into your throat, into your chest, and your arms, and your stomach. And it's mixing with that yellow energy. You have a white ball and a yellow ball of energy that are mixing like oil and water right now. And you are now just full of light. It's pretty cool, huh? Grab your citrine. And we're going to put an intention into it. So think of the first person on your list. You say, citrine will be clearing the negative energies between myself and this person. Think of the connecting pieces between you and that other person's relationship. Envision it like a string. Now take that string and wrap it around your crystal. Sometimes there's multiple strings because sometimes these connector pieces are from past experiences that were bad. So that's fine. Just keep taking those strings and keep wrapping them around. And keep taking them and keep wrapping them. And then in your head, with your ability to visualize, imagine those strings that were very strong before. It's kind of drying up, becoming brittle, like vines do in the fall time. They're not strong anymore and they're easily broke. And then take them off. Those are gone. Throw them away. Put them in a fire in your head. And then, when all of those strands are diffused, it's time to infuse it with some love. Infusing with love might feel a little foreign to some people, but you know that drunk girl at parties that just loves everybody? Yeah, that's me. Well, I'm not drunk, but I love everybody. I can quickly, with little hesitation, probably find 5 things I love about every person I know. People are great. They aren't all bad. Not everything about a person is bad, and you can find things that you love about this person too. Maybe it's their infectious laugh. Maybe it's their ability to be a good mom or a good dad. Maybe they are really good to their friends, very loyal. Maybe they're a very hard worker. Maybe they have an incredible drive. Whatever it is, think about those things that you love about that person. And now, take your rose quartz. I like to put it between my palms and hold it to my heart. And think of all that light that's flowing through you right now. Bring it and pool it right here. It's like there is a deep spot in your body and all of that energy is pooling, and it's pooling right at your heart. And while you're doing this, think of the person and think of the things that you love about them. You can even say it. I love that you are such an amazing worker. I love that everything you do, you're successful at. Whatever it is, tell them you love them. Be that drunk girl, but not actually drunk right now. And think about all of these things. It's okay. People get so used to thinking that they have to hate somebody that we're in competition. We are not in competition. We are all in this together. And we need to voice the things that we like about other people more often. Get this to be like a common thing. So now that you've got all of your love pooled in your heart, now envision a string that's coming out of your heart and straight into your rose quartz. And it's filling it, and it's charging it, and it's becoming this big ball of energy. And sometimes when it really gets going, I can feel my fingertips like pins and needles. And as you're building it, and you're building it, and you're building it for this person, Once it's done, bring it to your mouth and just blow into it. Kind of like blowing a kiss. That energy is going to send all of those intentions, all of the love that we've built here, the light that we've built here to. Now, if these people don't come flocking to your door, if they don't come and immediately friend request you, if they don't immediately send you a message or a text or call you and say, oh, I messed up, I miss our friendship, whatever it is, don't beat yourself up over it. Sometimes people have already served their purpose in our life. And so we're just going to send them with some love. But if they have come back in your life, be grateful for that second chance. And lastly, as we come to the end of our work with our crystals, this also might feel a little weird. I want you to thank them. They are living energy that helps us manifest the life that we want. If you like this video, I encourage you to listen to my podcast. If you haven't already, I encourage you to check out my website at www.TheSourceConsultant.com. I encourage you to read some of the blogs that I've created. There'll be more popping up soon. And thanks for tuning in.